Extreme bullying allegations against a Bay Area school coming up on 8 at 7. The family claims school officials did nothing to help their son. Plus, a tree leaning on power lines. The homeowner fears it's just a matter of time before it comes crashing down. So he called 8 on Your Side for some help. The news starts in 1 minute.
Right now, breaking news on News Channel 8.
Good evening. We want to begin with that breaking news out of Hillsborough County. All lanes of I-75 are closed after a fiery crash. In fact, traffic cameras captured the scene on northbound I-75 just south of the I-275 interchange. Just incredible images coming into us. Troopers tell us a semi-truck caught fire. We do know the driver has died. Multiple other people may be hurt. We want to give you a live look at the scene right now from Eagle 8 HD. You see they have those flames under control at this point. We do have a crew headed to the scene on the ground, and we'll certainly bring you updates as soon as we get them. In Sarasota County, a crash damaged part of the Proctor Road overpass just above I-75. Eagle 8 HD flew over that scene a short time ago, and here's what we know. A trailer was transporting a crane and hit the overpass. So far, no injuries have been reported at this location. However, the overpass is closed in both directions and traffic is being diverted to Bee Ridge Road. Drivers are being told to just avoid that area. It is a story you will only see on 8. A St. Petersburg family is suing Admiral Farragut Academy over allegations of extreme bullying. 8 on Your Side's Jeff Patterson reports an attorney for the family believes the bullying is racially motivated and ignored by the school.
This lawsuit lays out a case of bullying, both verbal and physical, and says that this school did nothing about it.
She was kind of outshining him.
Sophia Doughton was happy when her son and daughter were given scholarships to attend Admiral Farragut Academy. She wasn't happy when her daughter came home last year and told her another student was bullying her.
At first, it started out as just racial slurs. He started threatening her and her friends, saying things like he was going to pull their weave out, saying the N-word.
Doughton's attorney says the school didn't stop the bully.
They're willing to look the other way based on a student's skin color or the size of their bank account.
Sophia Doughton claims the bully wasn't just verbal. It became physical as well.
And it got to the point where he ultimately put his hands on her.
8 on Your Side reached out to Admiral Farragut Academy. A spokesperson told me Admiral Farragut Academy takes all allegations seriously and has the best interest of our students and families in mind. Doughton says there are witnesses who saw what was going on and even some who tried to stop it.
There were several students who tried to stick up for her, and different races, and unfortunately, even the white students who tried to stick up for her, this child turned to them and started attacking them verbally.
The statement from Admiral Farragut Academy goes on to say allegations concerning this incident were investigated and determined unsubstantiated. We cannot comment further on pending litigation. In Pinellas County, Jeff Patterson, 8 on Your Side.
The body of a young Bay Area soldier who died during a training exercise last week in South Korea is finally home. The Delta flight carrying the remains of U.S. Army soldier Nicholas Panapinto touched down about 30 minutes ago. The 20-year-old Manatee High School grad from Bradenton died last week when the Bradley fighting vehicle he was riding in overturned. 8 on Your Side spoke with his father today at the airport.
Step by step, day by day, hour by hour. I'm getting my boy back today, so it's a good day. It's a good day. We can't wait to see him.
Nick's funeral will be next Wednesday at the Sarasota National Cemetery. A Thanodisasa man was arrested after he turned himself in for a deadly hit and run that killed a bicyclist. FHP says 61-year-old Stephen Baker called them today to report that he had hit something yesterday at the intersection of Highway 301 and Sly in Tampa, but he didn't know what it was. It turned out to be 28-year-old Jacob Weinert, who died from his injuries. Investigators say Baker later spray painted his truck. He's creeping through neighborhoods, and Tampa police need your help to catch him. 8 on Your Side was the first to show you this video. The man is seen peeping through bathroom windows in the Tampa Palms neighborhood. He was caught on camera 3 different times, and now neighbors want police to find him.
Our bathroom, if you look through the window, you can look right in. It's frosted, but I think most of the houses around here have that.
Tampa police suggest those who live in the neighborhood check their home surveillance to see if you have anything suspicious on it. And if you recognize that guy, certainly give police a call. It is only a matter of time. That's what Daryl Rollerson thinks every time he steps in his St. Petersburg backyard and sees a tree brushing up against the power lines. Pinellas Bureau reporter Chip Osowski tells us what's being done.
Good evening to you. The tree that we're talking about is behind that home here on 22nd Street North in St. Petersburg. Daryl Rollerson contacted Duke Energy about the issue, and when he didn't get the response he was looking for, he contacted 8 on Your Side.
This is the best view of it. You could look at it from where I'm at and get the best angle and see how far it's leaning over.
Daryl Rollerson is watching and waiting.
You could look at the tree and see the problem.
He says this tree has been rubbing up against these Duke power lines and believes if we get a strong storm, it's coming down.
I just hope that something's done about it soon. You could obviously see that that's been going on for quite some time.
But when Rollerson called Duke Energy, the company sent a crew out, and workers didn't seem to see a problem with the tree. A tree that's on some power lines. So 8 on Your Side reached out, and Duke sent us a statement saying in part, quote, the coordinator found there to be no structural defects or damage that would cause an immediate threat to our lines. As such, it currently meets our reliability and safety specifications. As a courtesy, we will have another field representative, also a certified arborist, confirm the findings. Rollerson is pleased the company is putting another set of eyes on his issue.
Thank God you came out here. Maybe you guys can do something, and something will be done with that very soon. I hope.
The Duke Energy representative I've been in contact with told me that the second crew to check out that tree should be here within the week. In St. Petersburg, I'm Chip Osowski, 8 on Your Side.
Time is ticking for Tampa Bay school districts to devise a medical marijuana plan. Do it or risk losing state funding. Polk Bureau reporter Stacy DeSilva shows us what's holding things up.
The Polk County School Board has until the end of the year to approve its medical marijuana policy. Like other school districts across Florida, it's grappling with how to balance federal and state laws. Gary Haberl uses medical marijuana to treat his anxiety. He says it should be available to kids who need it while at school.
If they're prescribed it, and I've went to the doctor and been checked out and said that this would be a benefit for them, absolutely, because I've personally seen the benefits with children, with adults.
Florida statutes now require schools to figure out how to administer medical marijuana to students who qualify for the treatment. If no policy is drawn up in a month and a half, state funding can be taken away. The Polk County School Board hasn't finalized one yet.
We need to address issues and not leave vacuums. If the federal government's not going to act responsibly, we have to as best that we can.
School Board member Billy Townsend says it's the federal government's fault for putting school districts in this precarious position. Marijuana is still illegal on the federal level.
That puts our people administering it at risk.
Current plans have Polk following the lead from Pinellas and Pasco counties, which would require a caregiver, not a district employee, to give the student the drug in a designated location on campus. It would not be allowed to be kept on school property.
The complexity of the policy comes directly out of the conflict between the federal government and the state government.
The school board will be voting on whether to approve the medical marijuana policy at its upcoming board meeting on December 10th. In Polk County, Stacy DeSilva, 8 on Your Side.
Chief Meteorologist Steve Jervey joins us right now. I put long sleeves on because...
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah, are you reveling in it? Are you?
It's just nice. The change is nice. Mm-hmm. It feels more seasonal.
It does.
And appropriate.
Right.
And fun.
It smells like pumpkin spice around here all of a sudden.
Or like, mint, peppermint, mocha, creamer in your coffee.
I think somebody's been...
I could keep going. You should probably do the weather because I just won't stop.
All right, take a look at the high temperatures today. 69, high temp International, same in St. Pete. Strong breeze into St. Petersburg tonight thanks to that strong easterly wind today. So it's going to be breezy in the downtown area. 70 Sebring, Winter Haven, 66 in Inverness. These are the current numbers. As Jen mentioned, pretty chilly, 59 at Crystal River, 66 Bartow, 68 currently in Venice, 66 in Bradenton. So the first look forecast here, mostly cloudy skies with us. A light jacket, probably a pretty good idea, especially with that breeze tonight. And to start the day, chilly, but still quite a few clouds around. Rain chances ramp up the next couple of days and then sets up a cooler weekend. We'll talk about those numbers coming up.
Still ahead.
Forget endorsements. Some Florida lawmakers want college athletes to get a paycheck. Coming up, why they say the NCAA isn't doing enough.
I'm John Rogers in Manatee County, where a boy was released from school by mistake and ended up lost far from home. Now the mother is demanding that someone is held accountable.
Next Extra, people's sexiest man alive.
We're going behind the scenes with this year's cover guy.
Then back from the dead, Cody DePablo is here, giving us details about her big return to NCIS.
It's very covert.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on News Channel 8.
And now an update to that breaking news out of Hillsborough County. One person is dead. 5 others have been taken to the hospital after a fiery crash on I-75. Traffic cameras captured the scene, and you can see earlier tonight a semi-truck was engulfed in flames. Right now we know the driver of that truck has died. The interstate is closed in both directions. We are going to continue to bring you updates on air and on our WFLA app. A Bay Area teacher mistakenly allowed a 7-year-old boy to walk home alone. He ended up lost as family members and school officials frantically searched for him. Well, now the mother is furious, and she spoke to 8 on Your Side's John Rogers.
Good evening. Her son never walks home from school, and she's appalled that this teacher just let him go. Maria Fuentes does not allow her 7-year-old son, Freddie Nava, to walk home from school.
With this neighborhood, I'm scared.
Every day when school gets out at Daughtry Elementary, he's picked up by a nanny. But November 4th was different. That afternoon, he told his teacher he was walking home, so she let him go. The nanny was stunned to learn he was gone.
And the teacher said he went home walking. He wanted to go home walking. And my nanny told her, was there a letter? Did you call the mom? She said no.
The boy was lost for nearly an hour as family members and a school official searched for him. Freddie ended up more than 1.5 miles from home at a restaurant. This surveillance video shows he was terrified and asked for help.
He was crying. He thought he was going to get in trouble. Like he was just scared, crying.
Fuentes is relieved and angry.
My son, in those 50 minutes, something could have happened to him. You know, he's young. With all the things that are going on with kids now, he could have gotten kidnapped or worse, hit by a car.
She feels the school is not taking this seriously.
The principal said, we're at fault, but at least he's okay. And that was not okay with me.
She's demanding the teacher be held accountable and that changes are made. She has also removed her boy from the school.
Your kids are your life. Fight for them. If you don't, who will?
A school official tells us there was confusion at dismissal, and this is being addressed both here at the school and at the district level, and they'll make sure that protocols are followed from now on. In Bradenton, John Rogers, 8 on Your Side.
A coupon scheme on social media coming up. The too good to be true deal targeting a popular store and cracking down on phony profiles. Just how many fake accounts Facebook has removed.